Welcome to the Bullits and Bourbon podcast, where it's not about the bourbon, but more about who you share it with.
Hey, welcome back to Bullits and Bourbon. This is episode 65. Jason is still on vacation, slacking off, enjoying the sun. So today we got Craig, we got Connor, and a little pre-Thanksgiving for us, I guess.
Hoping Jason's sitting down in Aruba right now, right?
Oh yeah, sucking up that sun.
People
People think, what the fuck is this eclipse going on?
That's asking an awful lot of the sun.
You know he's coming back burnt. He's coming back completely
Oh,
sunburned.
dude, he's coming back a crispy. You saw the Facebook pictures?
Oh yeah, completely pink already.
Do we think that he's going to grow his hair out for a year?
No, I don't think he'll last 2 months.
Well, preface that by when you asked why is he going to grow his hair out for a year. So I think the text message said he made a bet with his wife, Jennifer, if I could grow my hair out for a year, she owes him a bottle of GTS, George T. Stagg, correct?
That's
how
the
I
bet.
interpret it.
And he said he could do it.
So during COVID, he couldn't do it during COVID. He was going crazy during COVID and was driving to Ohio to get a haircut in Ohio because that was the only place that was open during COVID. He's not going to last 2 months.
But dude, there's no way because, I mean, the money he saves on a haircut, you could buy a bottle of GTS for that, though. So he's a complete idiot. That was a drunken post that this dumbass made. Jason, you're not going to make it, homie.
Yeah, but you see everybody that's jumping in, betting, like, because me and him, we had a side bet saying he's not going to last 2 months.
Okay, so what is the bet right now, though? How long is Jason going to make it, though?
I will go under 6 months. I'll put a Blanton's on the next giveaway.
I didn't get that. I think it was a drunk, stupid moment. I don't think he's going to make it more than a month, 2 months, though.
I'll say he's not going to make it more than 2.
Yeah, I don't disagree, because he could... No, he's not going to...
I'd say 2 months is going to be the over-under, really.
You wanna go 2 months? And you're both taking under?
I'm going under 2 months. There's no way he's
You're taking under?
60 days from today. From today, a bottle of Blanton's.
Yeah. When he gets back. We'll say when he gets back, that's when it starts 2 months.
So Jason gets back tomorrow. If Jason gets a haircut from tomorrow, within 60 days, you have to put a bottle up
I can do that.
for the subscribers to win.
I want an EHT single barrel if you guys lose. There's 2 of you.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
But if you lose, everybody who's watching gets a free bottle.
No, not a free
on
bottle.
Shipped on you. The Patreon members then get a free bottle on you.
No, I say.
So what are you going to do then?
You put a bottle of Blanton's up to the Patreon members.
That's it. A
I'll do
bottle
it.
shipped on you.
I can do a bottle of Blanton's for the giveaway.
That's fair.
If we lose, you get a bottle of EHT single barrel.
No, I want you to give it away.
Oh, shit. All right, we'll do that then.
We'll do that.
Hands down.
So Patreon members win no matter what.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is horrible. None of us win. Everybody wins but us.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So tonight, before Thanksgiving, we figured we'd go with a wild turkey. We're going with what? The wild turkey 70-year-old?
70th anniversary, though.
70th anniversary? What are your thoughts?
A lot of people can keep on comparing the Wild Turkey 70th anniversary versus the 101. I say the 101 is, I think the 101 is a 7-year age versus an 8-year age. Dude, I get a lot of caramel notes, vanilla on the palate. It's a good pour. I mean, when it first came out, so my dumb ass, when it first came out,
Oh, we paid more than what we should have.
I told you and Jay. So a lot of times you and Jay come to me, and so when the bottle first came out, though, I was told it might be a distiller's only release, and we paid $140 a bottle. It was not a distiller's only release. Now you can get a bottle for $70. Yeah, $67. Yeah, thank you, Connor.
Yeah,
I was going $70.
I mean it's a good 8-year pour. I mean I enjoy it. You see my bottle over there is almost gone.
How much is a normal shelf for Wild Turkey 101?
Oh shit, I don't know. Fucking
Probably
40, 50 bucks. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm making it up. I mean,
You
I think
got a
shelf-
phone, you can Google that shit real quick.
I
I
could,
think
but
it is hard to, if you don't want that on your shelf just because it's 70th bottle, I think it's hard to justify spending the extra 20. Do you think there is a...
I enjoy it. I mean,
it's
for
good.
$70, I will go and buy another bottle of this for $70.
No,
I
agree.
mean, versus the 101, I don't know. We're not trying right now. I mean, versus the 101, I might spend the extra $20. I don't know. I mean, it becomes so relative. It becomes so relative right now that we spend so much money on whiskey, bourbon. Like a lot of people out there do too, and I'd probably spend the extra $20. So I do think this is better than 101 though.
I like it. It's a little sweeter.
I think
And
so,
those
too.
sweet
Little
notes.
more caramels, more
more
vanilla.
calm,
I
yeah.
think this is very, on the nose at least, it's vanilla. That's all I'm getting. Like, very strong. Palate, it's like baking spice.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
get
main thing I'm getting.
I get a little sweetness, a little citrus, the baking spices. But I always like that baking spice. Because that's why I like my chicken cock, because you can really taste those baking spices in that.
It's
chicken cock.
definitely strong. I haven't drank enough 101 to know. I can't distinguish the difference between the two. I have one of those just for the bottle, but I don't know that I would pay the extra if I'm just drinking it as a daily.
So it is 100.1 proof. My last eye exam said I'm on the spectrum. So
Yes,
I
you
can-
are on the spectrum.
Yeah, that's what they told me. So 101.1 proof.
It's a good pour. I like it. There's a lot of people, and I think what we originally wanted to do, we wanted to blind, a bunch of the wild turkeys today. But we were like, we'll wait till Jason gets back, maybe Tuesday before Thanksgiving. We'll do Battle of the Turkeys, blind it for you guys and see which one you guys like
Dude,
better.
Wild Turkey's a great pour. Wild Turkey has love you Wild Turkey, but Wild Turkey has everything from shit to shine. They do. I mean, anytime I think you're a major distiller, though, you have a lot of things that a lot of people don't like to love. And Wild Turkey Master Keep, I think, has like 10 releases. You have Wild Turkey 70, you have Wild Turkey 12, you have Fathers and Sons, you have The Unforgiven. You have so many Wild Turkey
the rare
releases.
breed.
Yeah, Kentucky Spirits. Wild Turkey, bottom line, Wild Turkey has something for everybody. Bottom line is what I think, though. If you cannot find something in a Wild Turkey
that you like,
yeah.
You can always find something you're going to enjoy. Like I said, the Wild Turkey Voyage, that's top of my list. Good pour.
Yeah, here in Pennsylvania, the Wild Turkey Masters Keep, what's the newest one? Not the Voyager, it is the Triumph. Yeah, the Triumph. It's sitting on the shelf.
There's a new one coming up.
Yeah, but the Wild Turkey Master Keep Triumph, $2.99 here in Pennsylvania. It's sitting there, and today we were all at Final Wine Good Spirit. It's still sitting there.
It doesn't hit as good as the Voyage did.
It even was the Voyage though. $2.99 price point, so $3.15, $3.20 out the door. That's a hard price point.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what you thought about that MSRP. Because I know now that there's so much hype around bourbon, you're seeing astronomical MSRPs. Like with Barrel, their Dovetail Gold is a $549 bottle.
Jesus Christ.
And that's MSRP, and you see these on secondary going for less than what MSRP is.
Really?
So how can they continue to justify that?
I really think with whiskey right now, my opinion is that a lot of times when we taste something that has a high price point, dude, I think you want to like it though.
Yeah,
because it's a high
100%.
price point.
Well, that's like, I didn't care for the Triumph. Even at the price point, I still can't force myself to be like, oh, this is phenomenal.
I do think though, once you get through so many, like at this point we've had how many $300-400 bottles, eventually you have to dislike something. Like you can't like everything.
Do you say some of the bottles we tried on here though, from your CYE or Weller's CYPB or Weller's single barrel, are all $70-80 bottles. Your Wild Turkey Master Keep are $200-300 bottles. Your Russell Reserve $13-15 or $200-300 bottles. Your Coy Hill are higher priced bottles though, and all of them, it's to your palate though. Yeah. I really don't think a lot of them though. I I would rank up there this year. Chicken cock.
There you
Red
go,
Stave.
Red Stave. See, my thing
Red
is,
Stave.
honestly, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit. As long as it gets me fucked up, I'm happy.
No,
Let's be honest. Let's be
honest.
honest. Like if I'm getting fucked up and I got good company, I don't care.
Dude,
but
we
that's what it comes down
drank.
to.
We drank last weekend, and someone sent me a bottle of Wilderness Trail, and so we're drinking here last weekend, and I'm drinking this Wilderness Trail. I'm like, God, dude, it was you and I, Connor, sitting there, and you and I were drinking that bottle of Wilderness Trail like two teenagers drinking that bottle of Wilderness Trail, and so this bottle got sent over here like 3/4 filled, and they were laughing like, "Here you go, assholes! This bottle sucks." But dude.
I like Wilderness Trail.
Dude, we were higher than giraffe pussy on alcohol. And by the time we started drinking it, I'm like, this shit's great. It's no offense to Wilderness Trail, but the bottle we drank that night, the next day when I tried it, I was like, oh, fuck.
But again, it comes...
What the fuck did you send me right now, you asshole?
But then again, it comes down to your palate, what you ate, what you smoked. You know, because there's nights I had a pour, and it's great. Then the next day, I have the same exact pour from the same exact bottle. I'm like, oh, this ain't that good, but it's what I ate, what I've smoked.
But yeah, people don't get that though too. Yeah, I've smoked an Acid Cigar and had Russell's Reserve 15. First time I had it was an Acid Cigar in Sarasota, Florida. It was so sweet. Next time I had it, I was like, it wasn't what I expected. It wasn't what I remember though.
But with the acid, those are the infused cigars.
They
I'm
are
sure
sweet.
you probably had something very sweet, so it really brought out the sweetness of that Russell Reserve. So especially with cigars, when you're mixing a cigar with a whiskey or a bourbon, that's going to draw out different flavors. Because I've noticed with certain cigars, I'll have one whiskey and it's great, and then I'll change up the cigar the next time with the same exact whiskey, and it doesn't pair as well, where it's bringing out the best flavors of both.
It does. I'm always so hesitant when people ask me, "Oh, what is Weller's 12? Weller's Full Proof taste like?" Whatever. So here in Pennsylvania, 12 Full Proof just hit. I'm like, I don't remember. It's been so long since I had them. So all of a sudden, I'm like, dude, I want to crack one. I haven't had it in so long now. And now 6 months later, I've tried so many other whiskeys. I'm like, shit, I don't know, dude. Like, 6 months ago, while at 12, I would put it like a 6, a 4. Now, after everything I've tried, maybe it becomes a 3 or a 9. I don't know.
No.
And as I'm getting older, I don't remember what I think about it though.
I'm pretty sure that's what Mike Tyson's saying about the fight last weekend. I don't remember. I don't care.
So what do you think about the Mike? Let's not get to Mike Tyson first. But what was the fight before Mike Tyson? Taylor and Serrano.
Man,
what do you think about the fight, though?
Serrano got robbed more than the Netflix paid subscribers. That's all I gotta say. She landed.
How did she get robbed more, and how did the Netflix payers get robbed?
Well, the Tyson fight. I mean, the Tyson fight was garbage.
No, we're talking about Serrano and Taylor.
I know we're talking about Serrano and Taylor, but she landed more punches than any female has landed in a fight, and these weren't 3-minute rounds either. You got to think they were 2-minute rounds. Right. Which isn't the standard for fighting. It's 3-minute rounds. Taylor led with her head the entire time. Kind of dirty. The cut above the eye. She fought through the cut. You know, they brought the doctors out and they asked if she wanted to throw in the towel. They asked her corner if she wanted to throw in the towel. She's like, hell no, I'm here to bang it out and do what I do best. And she went out there. She put on, that was the best fight of the night. Hands down. And, you know, I want to see him go at it again because she was robbed. Like I said, Taylor continuously led with the head. The head is the hardest part of the body, especially this part.
So, if you're not going to get penalized, I mean,
she lost the point.
She got a 1-point deduction, and Serrano still lost, which blows my mind.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually.
So you could tell. So in my opinion, you could tell Serrano was not happy with Taylor at all. Because at the end of the fight, Serrano said, if you watch all of her previous fights,
she cheats.
She led with her head, and she said, I've never had a cut like this before until I fought Taylor.
Yeah. I know she said she was expecting it.
And I mean, she made it very clear at the end of the fight. In my opinion, with her comments right there, she made it very clear she was not happy with the way
I hope
she thought it was dirty boxing. She thought it was dirty boxing. You agree?
Oh, 100. I don't want to say it was dirty, but yeah, it is dirty. When you got,
do you think Serrano thought it was dirty boxing? Though?
Yes, she said it was dirty. 100%. She thought it was dirty. I mean, the ref warned Taylor time and time again, stop with the head. And she continued. I mean, you've seen every time they got into it, she's leaning in with the head first, especially the top of her head. And when they're in the clinch, she's like moving her head around, trying to aggravate that cut above the eye. So, I mean, even with the 1 point deduction, there's no reason why she shouldn't have won that fight.
Dude, it seemed like everybody was shocked. Everybody scored in the fight had Serrano ahead of them.
No.
So let me ask you, Dan. If you were in that ring, do you think you could have won?
Dude, I'm out of shape.
You think you win?
No. Hands down, these are professional athletes. I am not a professional athlete. Taylor or Serrano would kick my ass. I ain't going to say any different. It goes back to that, you remember the movie Entourage when Turtle got in the ring with Rousey and got his ass kicked by Ronda Rousey? That's what it would be. I'd be Turtle and
Rousey?
Yeah.
What weight are they?
Ronda, the one thing I always say is when everybody sits out here like sitting here talking about the professional fighters right here, both those girls are badasses though.
Yeah,
both of them would kick our asses though.
Well,
so we can sit here and shotgun quarterback, but Taylor, yeah, she was leading with her head all the whole entire time. Dude, Serrano's eye, dude, that thing was like flopping like a fish.
You can't see.
And hands down to her though, that girl was in there to bang. She's like, fuck this, I will bang it out though, and you could tell the crowd.
Oh, the crowd was loving it.
Well, but hands down, fight of the night though. These girls, and I think anytime you get down to those featherweights, those flyweights though too, and what do you think about the size difference between those two though? When you looked at Serrano versus Taylor, she is a stocky, she's a built girl, and you could tell Serrano put on weight to come up to that weight class though.
Well, it's so crazy because you got the weigh-ins a couple days before, so you're cutting weight. You're completely dehydrated when you go in for a weigh-in. But I want to know what those girls do. What those girls or guys do to cut weight. I know, but I want to know what she weighed in the day of the fight because you could tell there's a disparity in weight.
And sometimes when they cut weight, when it's a day in advance, sometimes they cut so much weight that they cannot rehydrate and get back ready for a fight.
IVs, man, they rehydrate through IVs. Like, I mean, we're going to do boxing and bourbon with Barry with B-Fit, and he'll tell you, when you come down to it, the day of the fight, you're rehydrating through IVs and everything.
You can lose 20, 25 pounds in a day, I bet.
And sad part is I don't remember, but yeah, Serrano is sad for me, but she is a champion in multiple weight classes though. She stepped it up to the 40 weight class though, and you could tell the size difference. I mean, the broad shoulders on the Taylor though.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, my bottom line, my hat's off to both of them though. Yeah.
But no, it was an awesome fight. It was the best fight of the night.
Yeah, but those girls came to bang.
I'd rather watch fights like that all night
than Mike Tyson
and Jake Paul. So I have a lot of feelings, and a lot of people got a lot of feelings. Like the Jake Paul Tyson fight, it was going to go one of two ways. It was going to be a lose-lose, or Tyson was going to go out and bang. Because here's the thing: if Tyson, and I don't know how the contract was set up, and I wish Tyson would have just knocked him the fuck out first round, because you could tell he was pulling his punches, holding his punches. But with the money and everything else, Tyson's 58 years old. He's not going to be making money like he did back in the day when he was robbed by his manager and promoter, Don King. And that's out there. So he made $20 million, but you look at it after taxes, what he paid his promotion, his corner guys, he probably walked away with maybe $5 million after everything's said and done. And if he would have knocked Paul out in the first round, he wasn't getting anything.
And that is actually on. I don't know. I've actually checked it online. That's on his professional boxing record.
Yeah,
like lost to Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Did you watch that? Did you watch Tyson? I mean, more so from our era, Dan, and
growing up,
from Connor's. Did you watch him in the prelims and everything in his training camp? That dude was banging.
He was banging like getting ready for the fight. Like his workouts were insane, and then you could just tell with him biting the glove, he's holding back. Like
I did not feel like that was. Watching the training camp, I'm like, this dude's banging. He's ready to fuck somebody up. And then when he got there to the fight, I'm like,
well, there's 2 punches he landed that kind of, pushed Paul back. The one where he pulled the punch and he could have clocked Paul, and Paul knew he could have been knocked the fuck
but
out.
dude, I forget the percentage about the. Oh God, I should look up about that.
I think he only landed 18 punches.
Yeah, Tyson's percentages were horrible, dude. The fight was.
It was trash. And the thing was, no matter what, so you knock. He has a relationship with Paul. So you knock at Paul, you're 58 years old, you ruin the kid's boxing career, anything he has, you just got, even though it's Tyson, you got knocked out by a 58-year-old. But now, if Paul came out, like you've seen the announcer saying, this is the time for Paul to come out and just tee off on Tyson. Now, if you're Paul and you're teeing off on a 58-year-old man, now you're an asshole for, beating up a 58-year-old man. So, for Paul, it was lose-lose. For Tyson, he's 58. He's trying to get that final payday. I think what he should have done, he should have knocked him out, and then he should have came out and said, hey, because the way the contract was structured, I ain't getting anything out of this fight. I'm doing a GoFundMe. I think every Tyson fan would have donated like $10, $20.
See, I agree with that, though. I think Paul had a lose-lose. If he knocked Tyson out,
you're an asshole.
Lose. But had Tyson knocked him out,
your career's done.
No, Tyson knocked him out, though. Oh, God. All of us from his generation were like, goddamn, go Mike.
Oh, yeah. Everybody wanted to see it happen. I mean, I want to know how much Netflix made off it. Because how many people resubscribed to Netflix, never had Netflix, and bought Netflix just to watch the fight?
So everybody said I wasn't watching the fight that night. I was out with the family, and people were like, hey, my Netflix, it's not working. I'm like, that's because every motherfucker is on Netflix right now. But, I will give credit to Jake Paul, though. I mean, Jake Paul is a bad dude. Regardless of what we think, does he fight his caliber? No, he's not in his caliber.
He really hasn't fought a true fight.
He has one legitimate pro fight.
Yes, he's one legitimate pro fight.
And he lost.
Jake Paul's he's a tough motherfucker. But
he fought Tommy Fury,
but
which is a legitimate
fighting.
pro boxer, but he lost.
Yeah.
And Tommy Fury is not an elite boxer.
Yeah, Tommy Fury's on the downslide of his career anyways.
Yes.
But he made talk shit on Jake Paul, though. I will say Jake Paul, he's a bad dude. You watch some of these videos out there where somebody steps up to him and wants to come up to his house and wants to fight, though. Jake Paul is a bad dude.
No, I agree with you.
He's not a patsy. Jake Paul's a bad dude, though, too. But fighting Mike Tyson, he's not taking the hard fights for him, though. And
it is what it was.
Yeah.
But I have to give Jake Paul credit, though. What he gave to Mike Tyson in the fight, when he bowed down, what he said about Mike Tyson, though, too. Dude, that was really cool what he said to Mike Tyson.
But how many people can say, granted we may say it's scripted or it was fake or, Tyson held back. There's a lot of stuff out there, but how many people could say, they took a punch from Mike Tyson? Because he took 2 good punches from Tyson. And they looked like solid punches.
You see what his brother did. I mean, he fought Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you say about them or their likability, they're both fighters. I mean, they built something that none of us have built. Logan Paul's in the WWE now.
See,
he's making millions of dollars.
He's gonna tell me, would you step into a ring with? I mean, we all know we can step into a ring with Tyson now.
What?
We don't even talk about Jake Paul, but would you step in?
No, I would not step in the ring with Tyson.
Yes, you would. For what amount of money, though?
Oh yeah. For the amount of money, he could knock me out for $100,000.
Because there's zero doubt he would knock any of us out. Zero doubt.
Well,
it's just a question of how far could I run around that goddamn ring like a chicken with my head cut off before he'd catch me, though.
I saw a really interesting question I want to get your answers on. Would you rather take that spinning back kick from John Jones, or would you rather run a slant against Ray Lewis with no pads on?
Oh, fuck.
Well, Jesus, I didn't see a John Jones kick, but...
Dude, either way, I'm going to the hospital.
Prime Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm going to the hospital. I mean, prime Ray Lewis wouldn't happen right now.
Let me ask you a question. Ray Lewis and John Jones in a cage, who'd win?
John Jones.
Yeah.
Hands down.
It's a fight.
It's a fight.
John Jones is the baddest man on the planet.
So, do you put John Jones pound for pound? John Jones just beat
Stipe.
Yeah. Where do you put John Jones in MMA world right now?
In the MMA, he's the greatest fighter of all time. It's not debatable.
How do you feel about George
What
St.
about
Pierre?
Randy Couture?
I don't think any of them would ever beat John Jones.
You don't think Couture can do it?
John Jones is undefeated outside of his debut.
Dude, I think George Jones has a lot of titles, and I think I put some of the people up there of generation.
My thing when we go
generations change though, dude. I mean, you look back to back in the day when you had
today, Junior. Jesus, you're like somebody else who tells stories.
Well, when you have George St. Pierre right now. George St. Pierre, amazing fighter. Where would you put George St. Pierre?
He's up there. They're all up there. Here's the thing when you go to MMA. A fight can turn like that. You catch somebody on the chin, they could be dominating the entire fight, and you just catch them on the chin at the right time, it's over. And how many times have we seen that in the UFC where fights going one way, and somebody just gets caught on the chin and it's done?
I think we saw it with Matt Serra and George St. Pierre one time, though. I mean, I think we see that, though, too. I think with the Gracie brothers, I think back in the day when you started watching MMA earlier in the day, I don't think jiu-jitsu was that big. And jiu-jitsu used to rule. Now everybody knows
does
jiu-jitsu now.
Yeah.
Everyone knows everything.
Yeah.
It's
You got to be a multi-level.
You can wrestle.
But I think one of the smartest. I think
jiu-jitsu, boxing.
I think John Jones is possibly one of the best pound for pounds. I think George St. Pierre is one of the smartest ever in pound for pound, though. I mean, I think Randy Couture for his time, Chuck Liddell, a lot of these guys set the tune for their era, though.
You know,
because they didn't have this. They didn't have the jiu-jitsu. They didn't have this, though. You had Tank Abbott. You had so many fighters throughout time who were in the pound.
You know what I'd like to see Dana White do? Take it back to old school, original UFC, just for nostalgia purposes. Have the tournament with the brackets set up. You remember watching it back in the day on pay-per-view?
Fight multiple times in the night.
Multiple times in the night. No clock, no rounds. Just until somebody taps or gets knocked out. Because you remember some of those fights would go to like 2 a.m.
Dana White didn't do that. And if you won your fight in a single punch, you're golden. But when you had to go round for round.
For like an hour.
Sucking.
You know, some of the fights were kind of slow because they'd be on the ground just grappling. And it was slow as shit. But you had to have stamina. You had to have stamina to go that distance. There was no weight classes. Like, can you imagine if he brought that back just for one UFC, just one, no weight classes, winner take all, put like a fucking like stupid ass purse out there. You know, have what's the Irish guy with the crazy hair? Mal.
I know who you're talking about.
Skinny dude.
Yeah, I know. I can't.
He was on the reality show when fucking came up that way.
To me though, I don't remember, but
Patty the Batty.
No. The Irish guy, Mallory. It's gonna drive me nuts. He's a champion in his division.
I don't know.
It's gonna drive me insane. But can you imagine, like, you know, some of these featherweights and lower weights going up against a heavyweight in like a bracket tournament? You know, you would think the heavyweight's gonna win, but they get you down on the ground, it can be over pretty quick.
Well, I know it's before my time, but like, I don't know if you guys have ever watched like bare knuckle boxing.
Oh yeah,
Kimbo Slice and that stuff always was crazy to me.
Well, I was so sad when Kimbo Slice went up to the UFC. I was expecting so much more from the man.
Kimbo Slice was a street fighter, and he got brought to the UFC and Ultimate Fighter. I think he got brought to Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, UFC started back in the day with Royce Gracie, Tank Abbott. These guys there was no weight classes.
You remember the
bare knuckle boxing.
You remember the guy that came in with like one boxing glove back in the day? Like if you watch, I think it's like UFC 1 or 2. It's like one of the original ones. A guy had like one boxing glove on. It was stupid. I mean, you had these guys who were like karate experts just getting the shit kicked out of them.
Dude, you know, it's always amazing to watch these guys, though. Hands down, some of my favorite fighters are the Diaz brothers, though. Diaz brothers are bad motherfuckers. Those two dudes do not care.
So
those are bad dudes.
So taking it back to the Paul brothers, you know what I want to see? The Paul brothers go up against the Tate brothers. That would be
tornado tag team.
That would be just UFC or boxing. I mean, I think the Tate brothers would win that one.
I have to agree with you. I mean, Andrew Tate is a world-class, world champion kickboxer.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying Jake Paul is a legitimate fighter. I don't think anyone's denying that. This guy has dedicated his life to it. He's training in Puerto Rico every day.
Mm-hmm.
But Andrew Tate is, like, he's a world-class fighter. Whereas
I think Jake Paul's a badass dude.
Do you want to suck his dick some more?
Dude, he's a bad dude. I mean,
Jake Paul, he'll blow you for free on Netflix.
But
20 million.
when you start putting his age bracket, weight class, though, no, I don't.
No, but I'm
But
saying.
I mean, hey, respect is off to the game.
No,
You're
I
a bad
think
dude. You sell tickets, though, but I mean,
he's calling out what, like Canelo Alvarez. I think if Jake Paul fought Canelo Alvarez legitimately,
Canelo's
he would get his ass beat. He'd be knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, yeah. But I think the Tate brother, Paul brothers, I think that would be an event for the ages. I mean, they're both social media influencers. They're both fighters. That's something I think people really want to see happen.
They're both problematic and controversial.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine all the shit talking in the lead up to the fight? Like, it wouldn't be no playing around with, like, a smack like Mike Tyson did to Paul for stepping on his foot. I think they would go to blow in, like, some press conferences.
Yeah. No, that would probably make more money than any fight ever.
Yeah. Hands down, they need to do that sooner than later while they're still at that right age where they still got it.
Do you know, does Tristan Tate have fighting experience?
Not as much as Andrew.
Okay.
Not like, he knows a little. So you can match him and Logan up, and then you.
Logan's a big guy, though. I mean, he's like 240, 250 pounds. He's
a goofy,
Jake
motherfucker, though.
Yeah, but he gained a lot of weight.
Logan's a goofy motherfucker, though. He's goofy.
Do you think these guys are pumping roids?
Oh,
have to be, right?
I don't know. And to me, they look in shape, though. They don't look like Roy dudes. They look like they're in shape, though. But I mean, I don't know. They're smart. They're picking good fights, money-making fights. So, I mean, at the end of the day, they can still fight.
Yeah.
But the people that are picking the fight are not elite fighters in their prime, though. So.
Wow. So you had something else you wanted to talk about, and I see it on the phone.
You see it right. Yeah, for those of you who haven't heard about it, a banana duct taped to a white wall. Seriously, let me repeat. A banana duct taped to a white wall. When I say a banana duct taped to a white wall...
Is that something you do at home, trying to work on those skills?
But I'm trying... I am trying... Dude, I am trying to paint this picture of a banana taped to a duct taped to a white wall. This is a white wall right now. Imagine a banana duct taped to it right now. It sold for $6.2 million in an art show. $6.2 million.
That's what we call money laundering.
Yeah, Google it right now.
I've seen it. We talked about it earlier. That's straight money laundering. That's no different than Hunter Biden and his painting selling for like $500,000.
But seriously.
Okay, yeah. You're an artist.
At best, you go to your best grocery store and your banana costs $1 something and some duct tape.
5 cents worth of duct tape.
The markup on that, though, you paid $6.2 million for a banana. I wish we could show the picture right now of this banana was just duct taped to a wall and it was sold as artwork. And someone paid $6.2 million down. What do you think?
People with money will buy dumb shit.
No,
just to say, yeah, I bought this banana for $6 million.
It happens all the time. I know you didn't look at it. But
I've seen the blue with the white line.
Yeah, it's a canvas. It's just painted blue. $44 million. It's just a blue square.
That's money laundering. That's exactly what it is. It's, you have somebody evaluate the artwork. Yeah, this is worth $4 million, $40 million, and then now.
Clearly, we're in the long run of work.
I'm gonna start making whiskey artwork and selling it for like thousands of dollars, not hundreds of thousands.
Just get really fucked up.
Just get really painting. So my buddy Munn, he does artwork out in Arizona, and he just painted something for me, like, cause he likes smoking his weed, he gets high, and he does a lot of artwork, and it's some crazy ass shit, and he just painted something that he's sending out this way, so I can't wait to get that. But
yeah, if you guys want Dan's drunk finger paintings, they'll be on bulletsandbourbon.com.
Hey, maybe it'll work. I mean, it's almost Christmas time, and we're not really selling these hoodies. We're selling the hoodies, but they're not selling. So maybe if I start finger painting, we'll get some sales.
No, dude, that's just crazy to me. This and yeah, it's crazy. $6.2 million for a banana, though. And dude said he's gonna eat it, though. But
he said he's gonna eat it.
Yeah. He said I was gonna eat that banana for $6.2 million.
Danko will do it for free.
He's looking for one of those too. He might pay $6.2 million, so he can throw it back on that thing.
Because you spend it and then you claim it to the insurance as a loss. My 3-year-old son ate this banana that was a piece of art.
My banana taped to the wall rotted.
Yeah, well, what's he gonna do when that shit rots? I didn't even think about that.
Dude, I did that once.
I didn't even think about that. Like, what happens once that banana rots? Like, it's gone.
Dude, I did that one time. So we're sitting in the office one time. So we're sitting here in the work office, and so dude brings in this nice yellow banana. Dude, it's golden yellow.
Dude, he's so excited about this banana.
Oh, yeah, but dude.
Look at him. He's cupping the balls, the banana.
This banana was golden yellow. And so
how was it?
It's all yellow banana. And so Craig Butler left the room right there. And I had this black banana. This thing was like fucking looked like it was like left in the Serengeti plains. And so I swapped out the banana. So Craig Butler comes in there. He comes in there in the morning, like at 9 a.m. to work. And this thing is like yellowish tint, golden banana. I swap it out. He's gone. He comes back in an hour. He comes back and he picks up his banana. It's like black bastard sun. Sat in the sun for like an hour. He's like, God damn, the fucking shelf life on this thing sucks. That's what he said. That's what he said. He's like, the shelf life on this thing sucks. He thought his banana turned out brown that quick, and we're all down laughing. Like, did we swapped out your banana, dude? So, oh man, it was a good night. So,
so here's a quick. Do you use cherry tomatoes on your salad, or do you ever buy cherry tomatoes?
Yeah, I cut them. Yeah, I do.
When you buy your cherry tomatoes, where do you store them at?
Fridge.
So I bought cherry tomatoes yesterday. It's a little toasted. And, I wanted a snack. And I was like, I'll go snack on these cherry tomatoes that I got in my fridge. So I flipped the little thing open with, the little container. You flip it open. And then I shut it as I'm eating and I'm reading the top. Those motherfuckers say, do not refrigerate. We will die. like legit. Next time you get cherry tomatoes, look at the top. It says, do not refrigerate.
Dude, wife and I, she just, oh shit, what's it called though? She likes some sauce for sushi.
Cream of some young boy?
I don't remember what I was buying. Dude, I love my wife, but she is not good at picking up on a refrigerator after opening though. Yeah. So we are talking about soon doing a podcast with Dad's Jokes, right?
Yeah.
And it's been weighing on me here, and just introductory here to it. But I think I told you recently my grandpa got some bad news just recently, right?
No.
No, I did tell you.
I don't remember. Probably told me when I was drunk.
Dude, I told you.
What did you tell me?
I found out recently my grandpa's addicted to Viagra,
Okay.
but nobody's taking it harder than Grandma.
That's not even a funny joke to tell.
I think it's fun.
How do you say that about your grandma?
All right, well.
Well, at least he didn't say no one's taking it harder than me.
That's what I would expect him to say.
Oh, shit.
All right, well, here we go. Time to sign off from this podcast here soon. Chicken cock.
Before we do, still not sponsored by Chicken Cock. Unacceptable.
We got what, a tattoo on the line for that one?
No, they're never going to make me an ambassador.
Yeah,
Face
at
tattoo.
this point,
So maybe I should switch to Wild Turkey.
You might have a tougher time.
Wild
with
Turkey
that.
my sponsor.
All right, if you're looking for a sponsor, I'm open. I'm open to suggestions.
Tattoo. Wild Turkey, chicken cock. Jason's not here tonight. We're just going crazy.
We should start cracking his high-end shit while he's not here.
We going to crack. We're on the podcast right now. Wait, hold on. Let me finish this. Hold on.
We got a handy and an old Fitz back there. That don't look too bad.
Yeah, they're not cracked. I don't want to crack them. Yes, the ETL. We can grab a pour of that.
Wish we got some people chime in right now when we crack something though.
Well, to all of our Patreon paid members, keep your membership up because December we have something very special coming your way for all of our paid members. So if you're not a paid member, you might want to jump in on this one. So to all the people that's been supporting us, we appreciate it on Patreon. All of our listeners, we appreciate it. Sorry Jason wasn't here. He needed a vacation from us. And I guess we're just going to wrap up.
We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
So, thank you.
Cheers.
Enjoy. Have a good Thanksgiving. So now this is your part.
Wait,
You go hit the...
we're not going to good Thanksgiving. We're going to do one Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to today's podcast of Bullits and Bourbon. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode.